So my daughter picked that song. So following these three guys is like impossible. It was like 2 guys last year. Now it's 3. And I get 40 minutes to talk about boring stuff. Okay, let's start. Launching our all new I mean, I really hope you guys get more out of this than Nike did. By the way, I'm starting my own movement. You can join mine. All right, all jokes aside. Before we go into what are we doing today, I mean, Tamir announced some cool stuff. I want to zoom out. I want to zoom out and maybe spend a little time talking about February 2021, which is, we still count that date as like our start date. And how many people were here in February 2021? 10, 15 in this crowd? Like, of course there were more. That's the most pain, by the way. This chart is like a pain chart. Like how much pain? And the chart is like less pain, it goes up, less pain. So, but what's really important here is like, you know, we launched our first version, Rezen 1.0, in August 2021, which was step 1 towards getting the app ready. Then you see the distance. Like this chart is really cool because it shows you time, and it shows you towards the end like crowding. You know, because internally we call it our Lego block strategy. In order to do things, we have to build these little Lego blocks. Like that chat that you do in our app, or the activity log that you see in the app, or the little file uploader that you see in our app. Those are little Lego blocks. And once we have those Lego blocks done, we can assemble bigger things. So then you see we launched Rezen 2.0, which was a complete replacement of SkySlope, right? After that, you see Real Signature. After that, you see Leo. Let's talk about Leo for a second. Like, how do you even launch Leo without building all of this stuff, right? So that's that. And then Tamir talked about the Real Wallet, which I'll talk about a little bit. So this is just to zoom out, right? While there is pain, I think it's really important to recognize how much has been done. And one thing, we could stop right now. And this is really important. I want everybody to think about this a little bit. We could stop right now, and you will all be happy because our transactions close on time. Well, sure, there are bugs. You'll ask me for improvements, we'll make the improvements. We don't have to do anything new. But that's not what we started this for. Another thing I want to say, what would it take, you know, I was talking to a KW agent, a KW or Remax franchise owner, right? And it's like, what does it take to add like 1,000 agents to them? 40 offices, 100 new hires, couple years to lease out offices. I don't know. I mean, I don't even think about this kind of stuff. With Real, I don't know if you can even if you have to turn on a new server. Like, literally, one day, 24 hours, I do this. 1,000 people. And that's the efficiency we talk about. That's the investment. 2.5 years, approximately, is table stakes. Table stakes. This is what it takes to do this business. Nothing new. I'm proud of what we built, but we've not started. So, what are we doing today? All right, don't get too excited. Don't get too excited. This is the hard part. Like launching 40 minutes of boring tech talk, I got to put a comedy show for you guys. So, what are we doing? You know, this business is amazing because it's a combination of an amazing model, a business model, a lucrative business model, and technology, which is what we're trying to do. And we're probably one of the most transparent brokerages out there. And in that vein, we're launching our all-new revenue share insights. This is literally the most asked feature since I got involved. Can I get a little more insight into how is revenue share being delivered to us? You have right now on your phones, you have this already. We turned it on right when I got on stage. An all-new way of looking at your revenue share. a clear way of seeing all the breakdowns, everything in one place, earnings by month, unlocked tiers, co-sponsored, sponsored, tier 1 agents, everything is right in front of you. You will never have to DM me again. You can send me hearts, like the red ones. What else? You can, of course, navigate by tiers. Most requested feature. Can I see who's on my tier 2? I blurred this out because Michelle was yelling at me. I couldn't show the data. You can go through your tiers. Of course, you can go through tiers, and you'll be able to see who specifically in your networks was responsible for like X number of dollars, and then you can contact them, ping them, say thank you, build your relationships. An all new way of looking at your monthly, daily, yearly revenue, and specific people in that time who contributed to your revenue share. Why is this good? You literally could go on a daily basis and say, hey, who's responsible for like this $700 that I got today? I want to send them text messages and say thank you, or selfie, or Instagram, something. I want to be a billionaire. This is a network. This is your network. This is one network. All right, what else? I want to show you what you're missing out on. You need a little more incentive, but you got one. We will show you on a month-by-month basis what you would missed out on if you had just one more tier unlocked. This is my favorite part. You know, I get told on a daily basis how much I suck. Well, that chart. That chart. All right. See those little bubbles on top? We're making this more fun. You know what those are? Those are badges. So we're going to give out badges for everybody. You learn what rev share is, you get a badge. 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 And the most coveted badge. A lot of people here have this badge. And a lot of people want this badge.
My money don't jiggle, jiggle.
Well, see, when I did the whole you get a badge, you get a badge, you get a badge, I was going for this.
Open your boxes. 1, 2, 3.
Well, I know they're not cars. I know I didn't give you guys cars. You get those badges, you'll buy cars. That's it? Well, if that's it, then I should just quit. That sucks. All right, before I reveal like the next big thing, Sharon is going to give you someone a lot of money because I don't give out bills, he does. He's going to give someone a lot of money right now if you get this question right. You have money, right? A lot of money. All right, ready? I introduce you to a new buyer client. What's the question you want to ask them? What's the first question you want to ask them? Pre-approved. Who got pre-approved? Jesse. Well, today we're launching our all-new, brand new, One Real app. But to do that, I'm going to invite my colleague, our VP of Product, Tony Belforte, who's led the effort. Please welcome him.
Wow, wow, wow. Pritesh's daughter picked his song, my wife picked mine. So thanks everybody, I am super excited to be here, super excited to show you Real's first app for your clients. But before I do, I have to say, I feel so lucky, so thankful. And if you'll bear with me for a second, you guys want to hear why I'm so grateful? Brad, do you? Put a 3 in the chat if you. Okay. I feel so lucky because I get to work with this guy, Pritesh. I mean, is he amazing? Truth be told, full disclosure, my review's coming up. So you got to grease the skids a little. All right. Let's dive in. So, to date, as Pritesh said, the technology team has focused exclusively on building a great real estate transaction platform to make your businesses run better, to make your lives easier. And we've done that with our award-winning app, our transaction platform, Reason. We just won this Fast Company Award a few months ago, and we're super excited about it. So you might be asking yourself, well, why are we expanding our focus to include clients? Why not just keep focusing exclusively on agents? And the reason that we're doing that, no pun intended, reason, anybody catch that? Is quite simple. Because if we can make your clients' lives better, we're going to make your lives better. So today your clients come to you with all kinds of questions, right? What's this document? What's going on with my loan? When are we going to close? Well, I haven't been pre-approved yet. When's the open house? I mean, you guys know, you get every question under the sun, right? Some you're equipped to answer. Some, quite frankly, should be directed elsewhere. But in the future, the first thing that a client does when they have a question about their transaction, they're going to open the One Real app. In the future, they're going to ask Leo, what's going on with my transaction? So, good news for you guys, right? You can just retire, go count your money. Jesse's going to count all his money and say, I don't need to do anything. Sorry, Jesse. No, no, no. Obviously, it takes more than technology to buy and sell real estate, right? We're not selling shoes here. It's an incredibly difficult, complex transaction. You guys will always be the glue that keeps it together. But when clients can go into the One Real app and have their questions answered, the basic ones and some that aren't as basic, that's going to free up more time for you guys to serve your clients even better. So, what's our vision? Our vision is to build a 360-degree view of the buyer journey. In fact, an agent came to me last night at the Canada party. I snuck in. I was born in San Francisco, but I snuck into the Canadian party. And an agent said, you know, I have this great idea. Sorry, I forgot his name. I have this great idea where a client can see what's going on. They have a full view into the transaction. They're brought along for the ride. They're not kept guessing. I said, well, that's our vision too, so that's good news, right? So we want to build a 360 view, full transparency into the transaction from pre-approval to close. That's the vision. Now, as the saying goes, Rome wasn't built in a day, right? So we have some work to do. But we're starting at the beginning with the pre-approval, at the beginning of the buyer journey. So let's go back to what Pritesh asked, what Sharon paid $20 to answer. Client comes to you and they want to know, they want to go shopping, they want to go house hunting, but they're not pre-approved. What do? We have made it incredibly simple. We couldn't make it any simpler, and I think you know where this is going. All you need to do is ask Leo. Better yet, just tell Leo, get my client pre-approved. Leo's going to ask you a couple questions. What's your client's name? What's their contact info? Where are they looking to buy? Maybe if there's a particular loan officer you're working with. That's it. I mean, maybe 15 seconds. 20 if you're like me, old, you don't text really fast, type, you know. But that's it, you're done. And the One Real app's gonna take it from there. So what are your clients gonna see? They're gonna see a professional, easy to use, best-in-class app. And it starts with an email. That email just invites a client to get pre-approved. From there, the One Real app's gonna take it. It's super easy. It's super clean. You can see it's super professional. It's gonna collect all the information that the One Real mortgage team needs to get your client pre-approved. But it's more than just about the pre-approval. It supports a client throughout the entire mortgage application. It's the 1003, but we've transformed the 1003. You guys have all seen the 1003, the IRLA, the mortgage application. It's long, it's ugly, the language is unintuitive. It asks every question regardless of whether it's applicable to the client. We've transformed it into this beautiful app that your clients are gonna love. The One Real app's gonna ask your clients, where are they looking to buy? What property type are they looking for? How much do they want to spend? And we've designed it with input from you guys, from agents that are right here. In fact, I was talking to one last night who provided input. We went through multiple revs of the design. And what we heard was, we want the app to be professional, but not stuffy. We want it to be approachable and fun. Kind of like you guys, right? Professional, approachable, fun, like our real agents, and we've designed that. The app's gonna collect your client's income information on their assets, on their employment, and it's smart. It's only gonna ask the questions that are relevant to their situation. So if your client has a co-borrower, we'll invite the co-borrower to apply. If your client served in the military, we'll salute them for their service and make sure they get considered for a VA loan. It makes it super simple, super efficient, and painless for your client to get through this process. And the best part, it's gonna keep you informed at every step of the way. In fact, I talked to an agent last night who said that was the most important thing to them. I don't know if you saw the confetti. We're really excited about the confetti. Did anyone see the confetti? Yeah, so it's gonna keep you informed at every step of the way, so you know what's going on, no guesswork. The second the client's application is in, you're gonna be notified. And when your client's pre-approved, we'll notify you as well. In fact, you'll probably know before your client, because you guys are always on your phone. So the second that notification comes in, your client's been pre-approved, you can call them up, say, hey, great news, I see you've been pre-approved, let's go house hunting. So it's gonna make you guys look good, even better. And you'll be able to track all of your clients in the One Real app, in Reason. You'll be able to track your clients and the status of their application. So I mentioned before, it's more than just pre-approval. The One Real app's gonna be your client's personal assistant throughout the full mortgage application. So they can upload their documents from their phone and from their desktop. I forgot to mention, we have a desktop version of this too, making it super easy for clients. They can upload their documents, and throughout the process, with a click or a tap, they can chat with their client, they can email the client, they can call them. They can email the LO. They can communicate with the loan officer, the client can. So we've got all that communication right inside the app. We've made it super easy. So this is what we've built so far for the One Real app. But this is just the beginning. For mortgage alone, we've got so much that we want to do. So soon, very soon, your clients will be able to link their bank accounts. Just enter their username and password, pull in all their brokerage or bank account info. We'll show them Different loan options online in the app will allow them to get pre-approved instantly, will allow them to lock their rate, and last but not least, we're going to build it to support refi, because you guys know rates got to come down sometime, right? Right, Tamir? So is this all some guy you don't know about waving his hands on stage and pie in the sky? No. This is available now. It's in the App Store. The One Real app's in the App Store. It's available on Android. It's available on the web. Good. An Android user right here. Very proud of his. Oh, uh-oh. Cue some music or something, Brett. Okay. But, so what's this mean for you guys? First of all, happier clients. Clients are going to have a great experience, a great mortgage experience, and that makes your lives better. And this is what you want to do, right? You want to have happy clients. Plus, with the One Real app, you can be confident that it represents you and your business well. It looks great, it's easy to use, you can have confidence that it's going to support you. And finally, you'll have more time to do what you do best because the client will be going into the app to get their questions answers. Today about their mortgage and pre-approval application, in the future about the entire transaction. But of course, it takes more than technology to buy and sell real estate. It also takes more than technology to deliver a great mortgage experience. It takes a great team. And for that, I'm going to introduce, where is he? Samir Dediya, CEO of One Real Mortgage. Go, buddy.
I'm good. Oh, it's like, how are we? Is this on? Can everyone hear me? So Pritesh already put me on a timer, so I'm just letting everyone know because I can talk for hours for those of you who know me. But extremely excited and proud of what our team has built. It's not just about the app, but as Tony said, it's about all of us working together, building something meaningful and special that will revolutionize the real estate game. I love service. Our company's all about service. Technology drives efficiency to make all of our lives easier, but also to help you all win more deals. And that is One Real Mortgage's mantra, to help our agents win more deals. The consumer app will help us do that. So all of our partner agents that currently are working with us, you all know how passionate we are about service, transparency, ease of use. We want to wow everyone in the transaction. And you have my commitment, personally, and you can call me and I'll give you my cell phone number if it doesn't happen. But you have my commitment that the technology that we have built and we are continuing to build will be supported by our team. It's not just about the tech, it's about all of us working together. Our app is something that we, as a community, as a family, are building together. And I want all of you to remember that. This isn't just something that we will build and put on the side, but we are going to continue to ask your feedback. How do we improve it? How do we help you win more deals, make your lives easier? That's our commitment to you. We are One Real, excited to be here at Rise, and I look forward to chatting with each and every one of you. Thank you.
All right, look next to you. If someone is sleeping, wake them up. Like, shake. All right, this is so you know, what's coming 2024 for the consumer app? Right, I'm gonna do, now the timer is kicking really fast, so I'm gonna go really fast. Open house scheduling. So you've invited your client, they got pre-approved. Now there's dead period. That dead period is when you're house hunting. So you schedule open houses. It's all you. It's done in your behalf in one app, right? No more asking you questions. The first home buyer has like 10,000 questions. I had 20,000. We will take care of it for you. State-specific education, amazing education, in a human readable way, not a manual. We're not making a washing machine here. So it's going to be fun for them to interact, and frankly, Leo is going to be involved. So when they ask questions, it will be all interactive, it will be fun. Of course, it will be all seamless closing with real title, and you'll have home insurance, all baked in. This is the 2024 plan, right? So, but to be very clear, you can get a full loan in the app right now, and Samir's cell phone number, you all have it. So, that's it.
Are you not entertained? Are you not
Are you not entertained? Listen, I know I don't look like this guy, but I feel like this guy right now. So right about now, you think, oh my God, what can happen? Like Tamir talked about the wallet. That was the best project, but it's still the best project. We talked about the consumer app. But remember, early this year, I will be honest, we were fortunate to land on AI. But what is the fortunate part about it? We had that Lego blocks. All the Lego blocks were getting built. We built a whole proprietary set of technology. We literally don't license anything. You guys realize this, right? We don't license a single piece of technology. That's crazy. That's crazy. We license workplace, but that's community, that's different. To run your business, we don't license a piece of technology. That's crazy. So we stumbled upon AI, and we're like, okay, we could do something really meaningful with this, right? So, of course, you've all been using AI. I'm going to take 2 minutes to catch you up. How many people have used Leo here, by the way? Okay, good hands. So we get thousands of questions on Leo every day, thousands, right? But that's table stakes. So, of course, you all know ChatGPT at this point. You can go to ChatGPT and say, hey, write me a little listing presentation. And he's like, bangs out this thing, right? He's like, oh, no, add gardens to it. Bangs out another thing. Well, I could literally, in 30 minutes, Michael right there, would connect ChatGPT to our app. And you would have a listing presentation. But what's the point? Just go to ChatGPT. It's a waste of our time and money. It really is. So what was different, right? You could go to Leo today, right now, and say, am I capped? Now that's proprietary data, right? If we were using Skyscope, we would not be able to do this for you, right? You go to Leo and say, hey, who's the, when's my anniversary date? Or what's the specific part of the ICA? Someone asked, like, what's the ENO? Brad, right here. Ask about the ENO, whatever. You can just go to the ICA, like Leo, and say, hey, what's the ENO, number, and it will pop out a number for you, right? So we consider that table stakes, right? Even in AI, we consider that table stakes. We just happen to be there. We've been observing everything you ask Leo, including someone asking, can Pritesh dance? I mean, Jesus. What are you asking Leo? So what are we launching today? Today we are launching Leo 2.0. With Leo 2.0, Leo knows before you ask what you're going to ask. You go to your profile, Leo knows what you're going to ask about yourself. And it will propose to you in this drop-down and say, do you want to ask one of these questions? Because we know. We know where you are. We know all your open deals. We know a lot more about you than you think you know. And Leo knows now, right? So, of course, the easy stuff. Let's go a little bit more. You go and say, what's my upcoming payments or upcoming closings? And Leo's going to start looking at your transactions, start giving you incredible detail. But here's the best part. I know it's kind of unreadable. It's like big screens, but still unreadable. But notice the detail. It's incredible. Even I'm amazed. I started looking at other people's accounts and like testing questions. Even I'm amazed at the amount of detail that's coming out. It's not a coincidence, like we work towards it, but I'm still amazed. So you can see like the payout details and everything. There's a lot here. And I really encourage everybody to try it out with Leo, right? So that's something basic. Let's go a little bit more. It gets a little bit more smart. You can now say something like, what's the status on 103 Ocean Avenue? You know how many 103 Ocean Avenues exist in the United States and Canada? It's not looking for all of 103 Ocean Avenues. It's looking for 103 Ocean Avenue in your transactions. And notice something. You could misspell it. You could call it 103 Osh Avenue, and it would be fine. Tim Macy was like saying something like random the other day. I'm like, dude, like you're just literally misspelling like 5 things. So, but notice here, you didn't have to type in the whole address. You can just say a little bit, right? What's the status of blah? And it gives you very specific details. It's going to literally give you, it hasn't closed, it has a valid CDA, it's been approved by the broker, right? It's going to be even more specific. What did I miss? Can you tell me what do I need to do? What did I miss out on a transaction? It will literally tell you. Here are the 2 checklist items, and the broker is reviewing this document. You don't have to click 15 clicks anymore. The app is going to be Leo. Just go to Leo, start there first, then do everything else. It's really crazy. Like, you gotta try it. For people who didn't try it, like really try it today. So obviously, who's my broker? This is like the #1 famous question, I think. Sheila, you agree? #1 question, who's my broker? Go to Leo, who's my broker? Leo will tell you, phone numbers, text messages, everything is right there, click on it, just call the broker. It's faster to go to Leo. So once Leo tells you like, hey, go upload these documents or whatever, this is a really fast video, but it's incredible. Like this interface, by the way, so much attention to detail on this thing. You upload your documents, you do what you gotta do, and then you go back to Leo. Obviously, you literally upload the document, you're like, hey, is my file approved? No, it's not approved, you just uploaded the document.
I understood the assignment.
So you can now go to the chat inside of Reason and say, hey, broker team, you all know this feature, right? We advertise this. At broker team, can you review my files? And now Leo is gonna intercept those questions. And it's gonna scale our company even better. Because we know, you know what the brokers do when you ask them, hey, is my file ready? They go and look at the same thing you're supposed to look at. What's the required things? Like 2 items required. Okay, just upload those documents. Leo's gonna save everybody time. You time, brokers time, everybody time. Everybody wins here. So, you can go even crazier. You can say, hey, like, is there anything missing on this transaction? Don't try structured things. Like, just go, like, talking to a human being. Just go at it and see what happens. By the way, every time we miss, like, it doesn't answer, we have people reading your questions and seeing if it did answer correctly or not. And then we fix it. That's how Leo got better. So, I'm not kidding. Thousands of questions on a daily basis, people reading every question. That's the only way to fix it. We had a 60% accuracy rate. We're now close to 85, 90%. Our goal is to 95%. It's not gonna answer, can Pritesh dance? Maybe it does, like someone snuck it in or something. That's why the 95%, because you guys are asking crazy questions. So, try asking these questions. Where's my money? Favorite question, everybody? Yes? It will answer this question. It will tell you like the money left our bank, 2 days to get to your bank, all that kind of stuff. What do I need to do get a CDA? It will be very specific. It will literally tell you item number 1 and 2, and that's all you need to do. What do I need to do get this transaction closed? It will be very specific. It will tell you exactly what you got to do to close this transaction. You might have to upload like closing paperwork or something, right? For all my Canadian friends, your favorite question. It will literally tell you, buyer name, Joe is missing a phone number. Put the phone number in. The conveyance documents need a phone number. Even I know this. Commit to one thing today. Ask questions. Ask questions to Leo. But again, I go back to the foundational thing about technology. You have to take technology for granted. We need to get to a point where you use the app and you just ask for more. Because that's where we are. We're not going to stop where we are. This is just the beginning. What we've done so far is table stakes. Last but not the least. Is there anybody here from Tech Night Watch? Can I get a stand up, please? So we have this workplace group called Tech Night Watch. These are the people that don't get any medals, they don't get any awards, they don't get any shares, they don't get anything. They just contribute, come in with ideas. Hundreds of people come to this group and they just come, no complaining, they just come with ideas. Sometimes their ideas are great, sometimes they're bad. But every idea is looked at. And every idea is tagged and categorized and put on a roadmap, I promise you, and I cannot appreciate this more. This is what makes it Unreal. So, we talked about the zoom out. We talked about what we've done in the 2.5 years. And I still consider that table stakes. 2024 is the true rise of Real. We're not going to forget about the brokerage. Obviously, we're going to keep working towards every complaint that you've mentioned to me in DMs. That's #1 priority. So don't get me wrong. That is still #1 priority. But we have time. We've gotten to a point where we've gotten the basic table stakes done. We'll perfect everything. But we have the wallet, we have the consumer app, and we have Leo. And nobody has this. Nobody. To be very clear, I'm not saying it's not possible to others to build, but you have to do everything we did for 2.5 years before you get here. Thank you.